Our today's topic is Ohm's law and its deduction. Now, Ohm's law says if we have a conductor and suppose V is the potential difference applied across the terminal of the conductor, V is the potential difference, then current flowing in the conductor is proportional to V, and if we keep the physical condition of this conductor same, physical condition means temperature and mechanical strain we keep same, then I will be proportional to V, or V is proportional to I, and V is equal to some constant into I. This some constant is R, and this is called resistance. This is called resistance. Now, the value of this resistance depends upon certain factors. This will depend upon the nature of this conductor. It will depend area of cross section of this conductor and length of this conductor. These are the parameters on which this resistance depends. Now, deduction of Ohm's law, and moreover the graph between this V and I, if we plot V and this is I, this will be a straight line because V is equal to IR. Now, deduction of Ohm's law. Ohm's law deduction. Now, we know, suppose this is a conductor having length L, and V is the potential difference applied across this conductor, and electric field is given by this relation. This is the electric field, means in the direction of electric field potential decreases. If V is the potential difference applied across this, and current is given by NEAVD, where VD is the drift velocity. And in the last topic we have done that drift velocity is equal to minus EE by M into tau, where tau is the relaxation time, E is the electric field, M is the mass of the electron, and E is the charge of the electron. Putting this value in this expression, I will be equal to NEA, and this is minus EE by M into tau. And now E is equal to minus V by L. So now replacing this also with V, so this will be V by L, and this sign will become positive sign because minus minus will be plus. So if we combine all these, this will be N E square, and this is M into L tau, and this is V. Now in this expression, N is constant, E is constant, M is constant, and if we are keeping L and A also constant, so these two are constant, and tau, this will depend upon the temperature of the body, relaxation time, because this depends upon the thermal velocity, and thermal velocity depend upon the temperature. So if all these parameters kept constant, this whole thing will be constant, and I will be equal to some constant and into V, and if this constant is taken this side, so this is basically 1 by R. So we can say R is equal to ml by NEA square A tau. Now this is the resistance. Now this resistance depends upon L and A. If we keep other factors same, other factors are kept same, means if we are keeping temperature same, then this value will remain same, and if we are keeping material of the resistance same, then these things will be constant, and if we change the length and area, so R will be proportional to L, this will be directly proportional to L, and this is inversely proportional to A. Now in this expression we can say that resistance is equal to ml by NEA square, and this is tau, and now this R is proportional to L, and R is inversely proportional to 1 by A. So combining these two, we can say this is equal to some constant into L by A. Now this is called a resistivity. This is called resistivity. This is resistivity, and this resistivity rho is equal to R A by L, and this is tau. And as we know, the unit of resistance is ohm, because V is equal to IR. If we say V is equal to IR, if this is given in volts and this is given in ampere, 1 ampere, and this resistance will be of 1 ohm. So we can say 1 ohm is the resistance of a conductor across which if we apply 1 volt of potential difference, then 1 ampere of current flows through this. This is 1 ohm. Now in this case, this R is RA by L is equal to rho. So if we make this A 1 and L also 1, this R will be equal to rho. So we can say a resistivity of a conductor is equal to its resistance, which has area of cross section equal to 1 and length also 1. So resistivity is the resistance of a conductor whose area of cross section is 1 and length is also 1. So, and unit of this resistivity, because this is given by RA by L, so this is ohms, represented by this ohm, and this is meter square, and this is meter. So this is cut, so this is equal to ohm meter. So unit of resistivity is ohm meter. And now one more term, and in this case if we write a resistivity, this resistivity is also given by this expression. You can write if you this L and A you take out, and this resistivity M N E A square tau, this is resistivity. So this is equal to this into L by A. Sorry, resistivity, and resistance is equal to this resistivity into L by A. This is the expression for this. Now another term which is used in current electricity is conductance. Conductance is basically, it is the reciprocal of the resistance. This is represented by C, and this is equal to 1 by resistance. So unit of resistance is ohm, so this is ohm, and unit of conductivity is mho, just reverse of ohm. Ohm, you write MHO. This is the unit of conductivity. One more term which is used in this, electrical conductivity. Electrical conductivity is reciprocal of resistivity. This is 1 by 2, and unit of this is mho meter inverse, because this is just inverse of this. This is mho meter inverse. And current density is another term which is used. Current density is represented by J, and this is equal to I by A. I by A means the current flowing through unit area. Current flowing through unit area when area is kept at right angle to the direction of flow of current. Suppose in this conductor, current is flowing like this, and if we place unit area in the passage of this, the total current passing through this in unit time is J, and this is current density. It is called current density. If we keep area like this, the total current passing through it, this will not be equal to current density, and for current density this area has to be at right angle to the direction of flow of current. Thank you.